Let's go through every single NBA team, the potential trade options for Giannis, what they could do with Giannis. You know what I'm saying? If that's not even viable, could they win a championship? Could they be a contender? Let's see. All right. So I'm going to look at draft picks, assets, salary cap. I'm trying to break everything down. Yeah, I'm just going to go team by team. I'm just going to go in order of cap space. Teams with most cap space down to the least. And ironic that the team with the most cap space, the Brooklyn Nets, my very Nets, 6-17. I say Giannis was on this team 2 years. Just give me 2 years. Just give me two. The best case in there. Give me 2 years. Let me see who got to get out of here for that though. We can absorb a lot of his money. To be honest, because we're 15 million. Yeah, $15 million. So I don't know exactly how all this stuff works, but he's on $62 million a year or something like that. So we had to give up like that's hard. Sorry. 50. Yeah, I don't know what. Flexing, I guess. I don't want to give up, bro. It's not even like okay, let me preface this. I would trade every single player on this team if it meant I could get Giannis. But the issue is that if I trade every single player on this team in order to get Giannis, we're going to be in the same position as the Bucks because we're not going to be able to win. So the most important thing for me is, okay, we need a center. We need to keep a center and a couple of the young guys, right? So in this case, I need to keep like, I'll probably just get, honestly, Claxton just for the money. You got to go. Aaron, take your time. Danny Wolf, you might have to punch above your weight a little bit, but tighten up. And I don't know. We'll figure it out from there. Jake Powell, you're untouchable. I'm sorry. Jake Powell, untouchable. I'll trade everyone else. Jaeger. I don't want to trade him, but Serif, you could go, bro. So yeah, Traore, you could go. Drake Powell, and I would prefer Jaeger also stay on the team. Everyone else could go. Everyone else could go. Not MPJ freaking hooping, bro. I don't even think they'd want MPJ. But whatever the deal is, I don't know how exactly the money works. I'm not gonna go into the freaking trade website. I don't really feel like doing that. But I think it would be a good scenario, to be honest with you. I think Giannis probably wouldn't like it. I don't think he would like it. But hey, he in New York, hey. He did say he doesn't want to go to New York because of the taxes. So, and also just because it's a losing team and he would have to wait a couple years. But, you know, at least we have picks. You know what I'm saying? I would say the Nets would accept it. I think the Bucks, for all the assets they could get, because we have freaking we have freaking we're not getting our own pick. We have the Houston pick, we have the New York pick, we have Philly pick, we have a Suns pick, we have another, like we have hella picks. So, but anyway, on to the next. Is Utah? No. Just no. I don't think Utah even would want to do that, bro. The Memphis Grit? No. Stinky. They're about to fall apart. The Charlotte Hornets? Hell no. That could never happen. That would never happen. I don't think I had to waste time on that. Detroit basketball. Now, this is interesting. Let me look at their picks. So, Detroit Pistons, they have their pick this year. They have their pick next year. They have their pick the year after that. They have their pick the year. Okay, so they just have their picks. Yeah, they have their picks. And if I look at the salary cap, they have a bunch of players they could trade. Tobias Harris, you're up out of here. Duncan Robinson, probably, you up out of here. They would probably have to give up Ron Holland or Jaden Ivey or something like that, but it's Giannis. Now, the thing is, right, Giannis is kind of ball dominant. He's not a great screen setter. We wishy-washy on the pick and roll. So, Cade is a player that debates the ball. He needs the ball a lot. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Giannis works better with, like, off-ball people, you know what I'm saying? Or secondary playmakers, not necessarily primary playmakers, or super primary, like 9 assists per game, you know, like Cade. And Cade operates in the mid-range as well a lot. I'm not exactly sure how that will work out with Cade and Giannis. That's the only reason I'm kind of iffy on it, is because, yes, they're both supremely talented All-NBA players, but I'm not exactly sure how the fit would be. So that's the reason I'll be like, the trade could happen. I think both teams could figure something out with that, with the assets they could get without necessarily giving everything. Like I don't think the Pistons would necessarily have to give up Asar, Ron, Jaden Ivey, like any two of those 3 players. I don't think they'll have to give them up. And you would have a legit center, Jalen Duren, you know what I'm saying? So, and they have the salary to make the deal work. They would become a better team for sure. But just because I don't think Cade and Giannis's play style would mesh perfect. That's just based on like the Dame experience, and based on, you know what I'm saying, the fact that he went with Cade and Chris Middleton. Or sorry, the fact that he went with Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton, his best season. That's why I'm like, oh no. I don't know, man. Chicago Bulls. Nope. Gonna move on. I think we're just gonna move on. That's the wrong play. That's the wrong power forward. Yeah, y'all know what power forward. That brother AD. San Antonio Spurs. Now, I might got a hot take. You know, a lot of discussion has been made. Much has been discussed about the Spurs point guard situation. You know what I mean? And they have a bunch of picks. They have the owner swap for Atlanta this year. They have their salary with Harrison Barnes. They got Keldon Johnson, Kelly Olynyk. Oh yeah, you're out of here, bro. Luke Carter. No, keep Luke Carter. Carter Bright? Question mark. Basically, they would have to trade one or two of their young guys. Yeah, Sochan actually is probably getting. A lot has been made of. Okay, boom. Are you trading Dylan Harper or Stephon Castle? Because they definitely wouldn't trade both of them, but they're not getting out of that deal without trading one of them. I don't think that's happening unless like the Bucks just see Carter Bryant and they're like, oh yeah, that's the guy. He's the next Kawhi. I seriously doubt that. they're probably have to trade one of them. If I'm the Spurs, I've said in my stocks video how I feel about Dylan Harper to the Boston. I am not our few. I know trading for a top 3 player in the game is crazy, but it's not just because like I believe in the potential of. Not just because I believe in the potential of Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle. It's because the way the NBA works right now with like the second apron and all this stuff, you need like one all-NBA player, like one kind of all-star or like fringe all-star type of guy, and then dogs around them, you know, mid-level players and like good role players around. Like the two supermax player thing, like the Celtics is about to be Tatum, Brown, and a bunch of minimum players, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't do it with that model anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work. You gotta build through the draft. So yes, although Wemby and Giannis would be an insane combination, or even just Wemby, Giannis, Fox, or Wemby, Giannis, Castle, Wemby, Giannis, Harper, be a great combination because of how good D Harp and Castle are on rookie scale contracts, and because the Spurs actually have some depth. That depth will be fried. Number one. Number two, it probably will last like a year, and then that'll be it. It'll last like a year, and then everybody got to get paid. You got to drop a bunch of players. I think it's a very high probability for failure, and I understand it's like they could do this and this and this and this, and like you want to take that chance, but I'm not willing to take that when I have this talent on when I got these freaking dynamic guys on my team, bro. I'll rather just play it. I'll wait it out, bro. I'll see what I got on. You feel me? Rather see what I got, see the potential and how it can mesh together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really believe in that team. So what I'm saying is that trade could work out. I'll give that joke like a 25% chance, or no, I'll say it boosts their chances of winning the championship this season or next season, right? I'll say next season. Because, I'll say like boost the championship, win the championship next season by like 25%. But after that, cooked. It's over. Like you're done. Like your franchise is finished. like after that, it's wraps, bro. Like, I don't know. Plus, Giannis is getting injury prone now, like with the calf strains and stuff like that, and dealt with a lot of injuries the past few years. So yeah, I just think it's too much boom or bust potential when you have a potential for like long term crazy success. So that's why it's really just a matter of what you value and how good you think this team could be. And I don't know, bro. I just think OKC got it right now. So yeah, you got to do what you got to do right now before they get even better. But I just think this handicaps them so much, bro. And we've seen what happened with. I can't. But it's definitely interesting, and it's not something I'm just throwing away either. So, but yeah, that's the one. Indiana Pacers. Hell nah. Hell nah. I don't got it. I don't think he want to play there. You have to trade depth. The Pacers, nah. Pacers are good where they're at, bro. The Pacers are good where they're at. I think Tyrese Halliburton would actually be a disgusting combination with Giannis. I think would they probably have to trade Pascal? Atalanta. They have no picks. They're actually kind of decent. Oh wait, never mind. I'm checking it. Yeah, they have. They lost their 2029. So cooked. And salary, they have Trey Young. Suspect allegations. So they don't have the assets. I don't think they'd want to. Editor's note: I completely forgot about that pick, the swap with New Orleans. Yeah, they have assets. That trade is actually very good. They could trade the young guy, Ace Newell, you know what I'm saying? Maybe trade research, probably not. Maybe trade research, maybe trade, you know what I'm saying? They got options. That's a good trade. They're a high top contender for the Giannis trade. OKC? No. They're about to win they just won the championship. They're about to win again. Like, it's hell no, I'm not doing that. I don't think I have to discuss that. Why that would be short-sighted. Like the whole reason why they're doing so good right now is because they're getting a lot of value out of players that aren't making a lot of money. Toronto Raptors. I haven't looked at their draft picks ever in my life. So they have all their picks. Okay. that's exactly why I didn't look at their stuff, because they have all their picks. Okay. Toronto Raptors. They need spacing. They don't have any spacing. That team would be fried. That team will be cooked. They're good with the rat. Say no. Portland Trailblazers. You know. Side phone with the screen crack. Still hit me back right away. All right. Ew. These assets. Oh yeah, they already traded to get off Dame. So I mean, I feel like they wouldn't even handle that, or they didn't trade to get off Dame. Well, they traded them for. You get the point. Oh yeah, they have Damian. No, I'm tweaking. No, we don't have to do that. I forgot. And it even occurred to me when I just saw. Yeah, no. Miami Heat. Giannis and Bam. No, I'm not even gonna entertain the idea of Giannis and Bam. And if I'm the Bucks, I would want like Asparis Kalel Ware or something like that. Like I would want some guy. You know what I'm saying? Orlando. No. Giannis and Paolo or Giannis and Franz? Absolutely not. I don't even have to say that. Sixers, we don't have the assets. The Rockets, finally, let's get to an interesting team, right? The Rockets, they have their pick 1 to 4, so they don't have their pick. They don't have their pick. I have 2028. Okay, they don't really have. They also have Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant just left the Suns after 2 years, so. But they have Kevin Durant. They need a point guard play, and Giannis does not really help that. Who are you trading and who are you keeping, basically? Because you can't keep KD, Şengün, Van Vliet. Damn, Reed's making more than Ahmed Thompson. Damn. Well, I guess it's just the pick. They're picking the draft. I'm tweaking. He's still in the biggest. But yeah, having Ahmed Thompson and Reed on rookie scale deals is actually clutch. And Jabari Smith Jr. and Tyrese Eason. They have a lot of good guys that are on freaking making barely money. So I guess if you get Dorian Finney-Smith, Fred Van Vliet, I don't really want to trade Clint Capella. I like the idea of having a backup, but like I don't know. Tyrese Eason, Jason Tate, then I'm not looking at some minimum guy over there. Give up that 2028 pick or something like that, or whatever pick you can give up, 2030, whatever pick you give it up to get Giannis. It helps playmaking for sure. It does help playmaking. It does help having another guy who can get offensive rebounds. It does help having a rim runner with good IQ. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the trade actually is. Like I don't know how that works. Honest, I'll have to actually put that in the trade machine to see how that actually works. But yeah, you actually can't trade KD until April 19th, so you can't trade him at all. So I'm not trading Ahmed Thompson ever. That's not happening. So I guess Jabari gotta go. Jabari, Dorian Finney-Smith, Fred VanVleet, and then they get someone. I think it's something like that. So, or let me go. Reed, Ahmed Thompson, KD, Giannis, Alperen Şengün, or Giannis, KD, Alperen Şengün. That is disgusting. I'm doing it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing it. If that's what the trade is. I don't actually know what the trade is. I will have to look it up because my brain hurts. But if you don't have to give up Şengün, Ahmed Thompson, or Reed, you don't have to give up any of those 3 players. I'm doing it, bro. No cap. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And yeah, Steven Adams still as a backup. Oh yeah, I'm doing it. I don't think it will work because that's a lot of money. So I don't think it will work. I think you'll probably have to go with Steven Adams. But I'm doing it. I'm definitely doing it. I'm taking that chance to win a championship in the next like season or 2 or something like that. Again, I want a Rockets fan to like see this video and like do the math and like see what they're actually giving up to see if that's actually worth it. But I think that team could be disgusting. If you do the math, I don't know, calculate that jump, bro. But you have that crazy offensive talent with good defenders too off the bench, making minimums. You have Jason Tate. Is he a good defender these days? I don't know. Yeah, Josh Okogie, Aaron Holiday, and Tari Eason making barely any money, clamping on that bet. And you got freaking, you know what I'm saying? That's the one that I'm like, I'm doing it. No cap. Let's move on very quickly. Washington Wizards, no. Denver Nuggets, Clippers, they don't have that. They don't got it. Pelicans, they don't got it. Boston, they don't got it. Suns, hell no. The New York Knicks. All right. That, I guess. And there's a picks. They gave us a bunch. They're 2027, 2028, and 2029. So they don't really got that pick like that. Cat is making $53 million. God. Cat is gone. Cat, yeah, with Sully. They got Jordan Clarkson off the bench. Miles Brown off the bench. Hakeem Dadier, he's apparently decent. Porty, he's supposed to be good, I think. So if basically your core is Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Giannis, Mitch Robinson off the bench, you got Josh Hart, you know what I'm saying, et cetera. I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm doing it. If I'm the Knicks. Now if I'm the Bucks, oh yeah, I forgot. They have to actually give something up in the sides cat. From the Bucks, I'm not really interested in. Let's move on. The Lakers. We can't say the Lakers can't trade. Even though there is no logical trade that you could do. Like, I don't, like, there's no, like, who are you to trade, bro? Like, trade for Bronny? No. You need to trade with LeBron. You trade for Dalton Connect. I do Tiero. You know what I'm saying? You trade for Nick Smith Jr. You trade for like. There's no young guy that I'm interested in. That could be the guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's like no, there's no young guy on that team that I'm interested in. They have picks that are gonna be bad because the Lakers are gonna be a playoff team every year. To be honest, so every year the Lucas on the team. I guess you trade Braun, but again, it's what I'm saying. Do I have to say why that's not? And furthermore, even if they got Giannis, the team would still not be successful because they wouldn't be able to play good defense. That wouldn't be able to happen. I mean, I guess if you traded Austin Reeves or get Giannis in the deal, and yes, Austin Reeves is playing disgusting right now, but you have to trade something of value to. If they got Austin Reeves up out of here and they got Giannis, they put, I don't know, were we at the 3 or something? I don't know. I feel like the defense they have to give up some defensive role players in order to get Giannis on the team, and so the defense would probably get worse. So, and as bad as the defense already is, you can't win with only offensively. You need some type of defense. So the team would be in the similar position, if not worse, with what you would have to give up to get Giannis. So no, I'm not doing that because they're both making too much money. Like, yes, like I said, Luka and Giannis court for as long as you can, but they're both making too much money. They're both making too much money. So you have to basically restart the team. So again, as currently constructed, no. If you could say, okay, boom, Austin Reeves, you're gone. I don't know. Let me see. Braun, you're gone. Or I don't know. You get a bunch of players up out of here. You get in free agency, you somehow replace a bunch of players with 3-and-D players. I don't know. You have to restart the team, and I just don't think that's worth it, honestly, at this point. Like, I think you retool, figure out the type of players. You already got a good shooting guard, Austin Reeves, who can play good with play with Luka. So you phase out when LeBron gets up out of here, get some good defenders and stuff like that, and figure it out from there, as opposed to just restarting from scratch and getting a bunch of players that you don't want. So no, I'm not doing that. Dallas, the Warriors don't have anything that anyone wants. They are once they had their record on this site, they suck right now. They're not very good. Shout out Pat Spencer though, high IQ player. Shout out Will Richard, high IQ player. Shout out Seth Curry. I like Seth Curry. Pods, real like. Shout out Moses Moody, but Moses Moody, Kuminga, value in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? They don't have nothing. So I don't think the Minnesota Timberwolves, Minnesota, they don't have anything particularly enthused by Terry Shannon Jr. Rob Dillingham is on fraud watch. Leonard Miller, I always thought he was the nicest prospect. There is no agenda. Again, what am I trading for? You know what I mean? I didn't even look at their draft picks. I don't think they have. Oh yeah, they traded freaking 4 picks to get Rudy Gobert. So yeah, they don't have picks like that. So and all the Anthony Edwards on the team. And lastly, Cleveland. Now this one I think actually has some kind of motion because according to my knowledge, okay, boom, Cleveland, they have least favorable or less favorable above. I think they have a pick this year. They have a pick 2028? Question. I don't know. My brain hurts. But they have. You're trading Jared Allen for sure. Unless you want to get 18-8 up out of here. Shout out because he's good. He's great. He's a good player, but it's like, damn, you know what I mean? So I think Evan Mobley, you get up out of there and you ask yourself, can D-Mitch and Giannis play together? I think D-Mitch is kind of similar to Damian Lillard. Pretty similar to Damian Lillard, actually. And he's even less of a playmaker. So, but there's DG on the team too. DG, Giannis. And they both shoot. Like, D-Mitch is a great off-ball player. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Are you willing to do that experiment and just say, okay, we're just going to keep losing the second round? No, we got to make a change. Get Emo out of here. Giannis, get in that lineup. And let me see who else. Probably Max Juice got to get out here. Or you get Jared Allen and someone else out here and say, okay, Emo, get on that block. Giannis, you're on the squad now. I don't know. One of them got to go. Depending on who goes, you got to get some more other guys out of there. I'll probably say Mobley. And you got Jalen Tyson. Keep your spot in the starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? If I'm the Cavs and that's available and I can make the money match, I'll keep it D-Mitch and DG and Jared Allen. And I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh, Cap. I'm doing spicy hot take. I'm doing it because we can't just keep floundering. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially look how OKC's doing the league, bro. We can't just keep floundering. You're running the same team back over and over, expecting something. Like, no. Like, at some point, things got to change, man. Things got to change, especially when you're playing underperforming for the season. And you have D-Mitch having to do freaking average 30. D-Mitch should not have to average 30 on this team. If D-Mitch is average 30 on your team, you're going to lose in the playoffs. We've seen this. Or average a bunch of 20 on your team, you're going to lose in the playoffs because He's not like, come on, you know what I mean? So yeah, that is what every team could look like with Giannis, you know, traded for. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know about all the deals that I was trying to do hypothetically that I'm not going to the trade machine. If you want to the trade machine or something like that, I don't know. Yeah. Bye. Ooh.